Hi, so today we're going to do a little exercise to help you connect more with flow, to bring you more into the present moment and allow yourself to get out of this idea of doing, and being more into a space of being. So to do this exercise, this is called Dragon Plays with Balls. So we're going to play with a chi ball or an energy ball. So you want to make sure you have a nice stance so you feel solid. Feet roughly about shoulder width apart based on the big toe instead of the little toe. Let your knees bend so they're nice and flexible. Let your spine be nice and long. And the movement's going to come from your center. So that means from the waist and the hips. So we're going to play with the movement for a while, and then I'll break it down a little bit more, and then we'll play with it a little bit more. So let's begin by bringing your right hand at the heart level and your left hand at the level of the waist. And imagine that you're holding a ball of light, a beautiful ball of light. And we're going to work with that ball. So I'm going to invite you to shift your weight over to the left. And now pull the left hip back. And when you do that, it's going to start to move the spine incrementally from the base of it all the way up to the top, which will allow your arms to shift. So now your left hand's on top and your right hand's down below. Staying facing over to the left, shift your weight to the right. Now pull that right hip back, and that will allow the arms to move over to the right. Shift your weight back to the left, pull the left hip back, and slowly allow the arms to transition. So we're shifting to the right, pull the hip back, and allow the arms to transition. Shifting to the left, pull the hip back, and allow the arms to transition. So to give you a sense of what I mean by this, moving from the center, you're going to get this idea of like a figure eight. So let's play with just that portion, let the arms go. So shift your weight to the left, pull the left hip back, and now with facing that direction, shift your weight, pull the right side back. So I shift, pull the hip, shift, pull the hip. And if I go a little bit faster, it's just basically like a gentle sway, which creates a figure eight in the hips. And that movement is what propels the arms. Because when I shift over here, and then I pull that hip, then the lower back, and then the mid back, and then the upper back, and then the shoulders, which moves the arm, and then we allow that to just continue to flow with the movement. So the movement starts from down there, and it just kind of flows into all the way down to your fingers. And then you do the same thing going back to the other side. So let's play with that again. So let's bring our right hand on top, right at the level of the heart, left hand down below. You're going to shift your weight to the left, pull that left hip back, and slowly allow yourself to turn to let the arms come to the side. Shift your weight to the right. Bring the right hip back and slowly shift your weight to this side. And then shift, pull the hip back, allow the arms to transition. Shift back to the right, pull the hip back, and allow the arms to transition. So first I shift the weight, then I move the hips, and then the arms move. Shift the weight, pull the hip back, allow the arms to move. So as you start to get this movement, let it become more of a flow for yourself. And allow this movement to be something that you have strong legs and strong movement there in the pelvis to help this. But the arms and shoulders themselves are relaxed. They're not trying to do much. They're just following along for the ride. As we work with this idea of manipulating this chi ball between the hands. Shift, turn, allow the hands to move. And slowly do the same thing to the other side. And you can work nice and slow is a great way to get it. And that will also allow your mind to calm. And when you move slowly, the mind can calm, the breath can calm, the nerves can relax, and you can simply be. We live in a culture, it's all about doing. So how about take a moment just to be with this beauty of this energy that flows all around you. And let it become one with it. Instead of trying to swim upstream, how about we swim with the stream of energy? So you shift, pull the hip back, and allow the arms to float over. And you can even take a few moments with your eyes closed to just feel that flowing through you. And you can always take longer to do this. But we're going to do it a couple more times, one time to each side. Good. Let's finish up. We'll do one more to this side just to make it even. And then come back to center. Bring your hands down. And let's play with this ball. Just kind of manipulate it and get a sense of what you feel. Let your mind calm and just focus on your hands as if that's all that matters in the world right now. We just get a sense of what's happening here. And that's the power that is you. That's your energy body. That's your chi. So let's take that energy and store it for a later time. Help to build up the reservoir. Charge up those kidneys a little bit more. Kidneys being your energetic batteries. And let that fill up. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose. And let's lock that in with 3 gentle rotations in each direction. Just our symbol of holding that on for when we need it later. All right, good. I hope that helps. Have a wonderful day. Take care.